Yeah, I thought our score was probably about par or just under, but I also thought that we had enough runs to win the game if we bowled and fielded well, which we did. So turns out we won the game.
Considering the success of the England slow bowls, was it a big decision to actually bring back Tate in those last 4 or 5 overs?
No, not really. I think 10 and over is, I think back our quicks in most conditions to defend that, and they were good enough to do that tonight. So the English didn't obviously use their spinners, right to the death either.
How important was it for you to get a win going into this one-day series coming?
It's important and beats losing, that's for sure. But I guess, like we said at the start of the 2020s, that it was a different format to the test, and obviously again the 2020s are a total different format to the one days. There's no doubt that it's better than losing, and you might be able to take something forward, but it's a different format again. So it's a whole new competition starting Sunday.
It will improve your morale, though, won't it? It will give you a lift in that sense.
Yeah, of course.
I think that the crowd really felt a wave of emotion to enjoy the win that day.
Yeah, I thought the crowd sensed as our bowling innings sort of went on, and we continued to create a bit of pressure and had a lot of dot balls, and the boys bowled well through the middle. I felt as though the crowd really had a bit of support and probably added to the pressure on the English as well, I guess. So yeah, from that point of view, there's no doubt the crowd was great, and you probably got the feeling they thought we could win the match.
Mitch just had some issues with economy rate and tests, but how have you rated his performances in these two 2020 games?
Yeah, clearly pretty good. I didn't see what he ended up going for again tonight, but it was probably under 30 again, which is obviously he's been just over 6 and over both games, and it was 5 or 6 wickets in the 2 games. So it was excellent. And I think he's really starting to understand the shorter format really well, and what it takes to do well. And clearly he's executing pretty good. So yeah, he's in good form going into the one day. He's a key player.
Cameron, the bigger picture at the moment is the one-day series and then the World Cup, and the importance of, say, Tate and Lee. Do you feel that they took another step forward tonight, even though Tate was expensive again, but those guys being so crucial to the setup of the bowling attack? Do you feel those 2 guys are in good form now going into the one-day series?
Yeah, I think so. You've got to remember that Tate, I think that's his 4th competitive bowl coming off. Was it 6 months as well? I think so. And with obviously a unique action, it's going to take a little bit to get back in. 4 bowls, probably a total of about 15 overs, or no, probably not even that in the 2020s he's played. So I think he can excuse a bit of leeway there, but at the same time he's always taking wickets for you as well. And if he's not, he's creating a bit of pressure for the batsman to go a bit harder at the other end. So, but there's no doubt that if the selectors choose to go that way in the World Cup, they'll be weapons for us.
Aaron, you spoke yesterday about the anticipation of playing in front of a home crowd. Did that live up to your expectations tonight?
Yeah, definitely. I think one thing Melbourne's great at is really supporting cricket, and they come out tonight in their numbers, which was good after a bit of ordinary weather. But it was definitely a real buzz to play in front of the home crowd.
Did you have any sort of target in mind when you had obviously struggled a little bit against the spinners when they came on? Did you have something in mind when you were batting with Steve Smith?
Yeah, we just tried to take the innings as deep as we could and really leave our run late, because we were losing wickets consistently up the top, I suppose. So we couldn't really afford to be 7 or 8 down with 4 or 5 overs to go. So we just thought we'd knock it around, and we aimed for 155, but unfortunately come up a bit short. But fortunately, that was enough.
Aaron, when you took that to catch on the boundary, were you aware where the rope was?
Yeah, I knew I was a fair way in from the boundary too. It was a big hit out there, and I did have a little look around after I caught it, a bit of a nervous look, but lucky I was inside.
Probably apart from that lap shot you did find, like the rest of your shots are pretty orthodox. Do you reckon that's a good sign that your game isn't just suited for 2020, you can do one days and possibly tests as well? Yeah,
I think so. I think this ground is really suited to orthodox cricket shots. I suppose you've got short, straight and wider square, so it really encourages you to play with good technique and mainly hit through the line and play nice cricket shots, I suppose. And I think you get value for shots here when you do play in that way.